Microsoft charges $30 a month for Copilot in Excel, but SpaceXAI just dropped a bombshell. Grok is now built directly into Microsoft 365, totally free, and it might actually be faster. Here's what happened.
Welcome back to The Explainer. So today we are jumping right into an absolute clash of titans, and it's happening right on your desktop. We're looking at Elon Musk's xAI and how it is aggressively, and I mean aggressively, pushing into Microsoft's undisputed home turf. The central premise we're looking at is simple but honestly massive. Grok, which is the AI known for its unfiltered edge and just raw processing power, is officially setting up shop in Microsoft Excel. We're going to break down exactly what this tool actually does, how it fundamentally changes how we interact with spreadsheets, and the massive governance headaches it's already creating for IT departments everywhere. Let's get into it. Okay, so here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll meet Grok for Excel, then we'll look at how it automates everyday spreadsheet tasks. Next, we'll put Grok head-to-head against Microsoft Copilot, and finally, we'll tackle the whole enterprise governance challenge.
All right, part one, meet Grok for Excel and the sheer disruption it brings.
So what we're talking about here is just total disruption. The developers at xAI recently announced, today we're bringing Grok into Microsoft Excel, and that sets the stage perfectly. I mean, think about it. This isn't xAI trying to convince you to adopt a whole new Office suite or asking you to open a separate browser tab to chat with an AI. No, they are taking the most direct route imaginable. They're dropping their AI right into the exact program where your financial models, your client documents, and your massive datasets already live. It's a really bold move. Let's look at what this tool actually is. Basically, it's a Microsoft Marketplace add-in, which means it's free to install and it's available for Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. But, and this is a big but, to actually use it, you do need a paid X or Super Grok subscription. So right off the bat, you're managing a totally separate vendor relationship. Now, once you have it docked in your sidebar, Grok isn't just passively looking over your shoulder. It is actively reading the data in your open workbook, it's making direct edits to your cells, and yes, it is sending that active data over the internet to process your requests. It's a pretty profound shift in how third-party tools interact with our local files.
Moving on to part two, everyday spreadsheet tasks, automated, and real-world applications.
Okay, so let's see how this actually plays out in practical, everyday use cases. The kind of stuff that can literally save you hours of pulling your hair out. Grok systematically tackles some really universal spreadsheet pain points. Have you ever inherited one of those terrifying, overly complex sum-ifs formulas? Well, Grok will actually break down every single argument for you in plain, everyday English. Or say you need some dynamic arrays. You just ask it to generate a list of the last days of the month, and boom, it drops in a flawless EO month formula. It's kind of crazy, but it even reads inherited legacy VBA code line by line so you actually understand what a macro does. And then you can just ask it to tweak it, like changing a sum function to an average. It takes all that intimidating legacy code and those complex arrays and turns them into simple, actionable steps. If you need step-by-step pivot table instructions, it's got that covered too.
So what does this workflow actually look like in practice? Well, say you have a bunch of raw shipping and profit data. Step 1, you literally just select the cell range or attach the file. Step 2, you give it a plain English prompt. You could type something like, analyze this data and plot a curve. And then step 3, Grok analyzes it, generates insights, and actively drops a plotted chart right there in the sheet. It's just a totally seamless jump from raw numbers to polished visualizations.
And this is absolutely crucial to understand. Grok is not just a passive chatbot sitting on the side of your screen giving you helpful tips. It's an active participant. If you ask it to sort a table or maybe test a downside forecast case, it actually writes real formulas directly into Excel's formula bar. It natively modifies your working models. So with that kind of power in mind, let's pivot to the main event and see how this edgy upstart actually measures up against the reigning industry champion.
Section 3. Grok versus Microsoft Copilot, the tale of the tape.
We are looking at a very stark contrast in philosophy here. Now, both of these tools hover around that $30 a month price point, but honestly, that is exactly where the similarities end. For Copilot, you need a Microsoft 365 license on top of that fee. Grok, on the other hand, just brings raw power. We're talking a massive 1 million token context window. That means it can ingest gigantic data sets all at once. Plus, it integrates with Google Drive and X. And, true to its branding, Grok has a very unfiltered, quote-unquote, anti-woke personality. It's going to engage with risky or controversial prompts without hesitation. Copilot is the complete opposite. It's a highly regulated, compliance-first ecosystem. It's heavily filtered with cautious guardrails, it's grounded in your company's secure Microsoft Graph, and it hits all those stringent SOC 2, ISO, and GDPR standards.
Well, you know what?
That cautious compliance-first approach has totally paid off for Microsoft. Over 70% of Fortune 500 companies are already using Copilot in some capacity. 70%. That number really puts into perspective the massive, deeply entrenched mountain that Grok has to climb if it wants to win over enterprise users who are already super comfortable in the Microsoft ecosystem. And Copilot's architecture is changing too. As noted in the sources, Copilot is evolving into a coordinated system of specialized agents operating across Microsoft 365. Basically, Microsoft is building this multi-model agent-first architecture. So when you ask Copilot a question, behind the scenes it might route your request to one specialized model for legal analysis and then send it to a totally different model for generating code. And it choreographs the whole thing. It's a lot like a corporate department with specialized experts just passing a file around to get the job done.
Grok, on the flip side, utilizes a monolithic approach. Instead of a coordinated team of specialized experts, it relies on one single, incredibly capable powerhouse brain to handle literally everything you throw at it. It's just a fascinating technical divergence between the two. But this architectural difference brings us to a really critical juncture for IT departments. So let's shift our focus over to the boardroom.
Section 4. The Enterprise Governance Challenge and the IT Reality Check.
This right here is the exact question keeping chief information security officers up at night. Look, just because anyone can go and download the Grok add-in from the Microsoft Marketplace does absolutely not equal enterprise approval. You have to ask the hard question, is it actually safe to let an unfiltered AI read, modify, and transmit your highly sensitive, unreleased corporate documents?
I mean, put yourself in the shoes of an IT administrator for a second. You are looking at a tool that actively sends local document data over the public internet. And it doesn't stop there. Reports from Big Go Finance indicate that the Grok add-in connects to recent emails, SharePoint, and Google Drive to pull context. And then throw in trusted sites firewall errors and local antivirus blocks that target Microsoft Edge WebView 2 processes, and yeah, you can quickly see why admins can't just treat this as some simple cosmetic add-on. It demands strict, rigorous auditing and pilot testing before any sensitive company data gets near it.
Now, to be perfectly fair here, XAI is very aware of these enterprise roadblocks. They're aggressively trying to address these security concerns with something they call the Enterprise Vault. Basically, this is an isolated, encrypted environment that ensures the company's proprietary data and their prompts stay completely separate from Grok's public cloud. And it's all protected by encryption keys that the customer actually controls. It is definitely a powerful answer to the data leakage question.
Which brings us to the ultimate question for any organization trying to navigate this crazy new AI landscape. Will you saddle up with the steady, deeply integrated, and compliant enterprise champion in Microsoft Copilot? Or are you going to bet on the bold, massively powerful, and completely unfiltered new challenger in Grok? Honestly, the choice ultimately comes down to your own organization's culture, your risk tolerance, and your data ecosystem. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this gave you the clarity you need to evaluate the future of AI in your own spreadsheets. Catch you next time. So there you have it. Grok is officially in the Excel game, and the competition just got a whole lot more interesting. Which one are you trying first? Drop a comment below, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.